Hey guys, so it's been officially announced this week that Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, is going to be Black Adam in the new Shazam movie that's coming out who knows when, but it doesn't matter. Dwayne Johnson is officially Black Adam, and he officially announced it via Twitter, and now that it's officially announced, I am so happy about this news because I've been one of those people that's been rooting for him to be Black Adam. And I know there was a lot of people out there that wanted him to be Shazam. There were people out there that wanted him to be Lobo before he was attached to being in the Shazam movie. And then people wanted him to be also John Stewart, aka the Green Lantern. Like, people wanted him to be a lot of different characters from the DC Cinematic Universe. While I was like, he needs to be Black Adam. Like, all those characters? No. Black Adam is who he needs to be. And I've been fighting this opinion for the longest time, and now that it's official that he's going to be Black Adam, it just makes me so happy because it's rare to want something to happen in a movie or a comic book movie for that matter, and for it to actually happen how you want it to happen. So the fact that he's going to be Black Adam, that it's now official, just is perfect, and it makes the most sense too. Like, Dwayne Johnson is Black Adam appearance-wise. Now, character-wise, we have to wait and see, but I think he can pull it off just fine. But appearance-wise, he is Black Adam. They literally took the pages from the comics of who Black Adam is, and that is Dwayne Johnson right there. Overall, the reactions towards this have been pretty positive. Yeah, there's some people out there who are bummed out because they wanted him to be Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, aka Billy Batson. But he's not going to be him, he's going to be Black Adam, so people are like, okay, I guess I can accept that, him as Black Adam. We're just happy that he's actually going to be in a DC movie, that he's going to be in the Shazam film. Of course, with positive, there's also going to be some negative, and the negative is coming from basically New Line Cinema's president did an interview with Entertainment Weekly, and he just was talking about what the tone of the Shazam movie was going to be, and he made a comment that stated the following: "It feels to me like Shazam will have a tone unto itself. It's a DC comic, but it's not a Justice League character, and it's not a Marvel comic. The tone and the feeling of the movie will be different from the other range of comic book movies." So that's basically all he said, and people just went crazy. They took that comment that he's not a Justice League character, they grabbed onto it, and they ran with it. And they ran so far with it that now, supposedly, that little comment basically means that Shazam is not going to be part of the DC Cinematic Universe. For those who don't know, Shazam isn't a founding member of the Justice League. He's not even one of the main members of the Justice League. Does he appear in the Justice League? Absolutely, he appears in the Justice League, but he isn't one of the main people of the Justice League. Just a quick Google search of images of what the Justice League is, you will see that the majority of the images that you will find will not feature Shazam, aka Captain Marvel, in them. And when he said he's not one of the Justice League, he basically probably meant he's not one of the founding members. He's not one of the main Justice League characters. And also the other thing is that Shazam, Captain Marvel, Billy Batson is very different to the Justice League characters. All the Justice League characters are all adults. Billy Batson is still a kid. He's a kid in a man's body. He has a very different personality to all these superheroes because of the fact he's a child. He lives a different life than they do. He's still going through the motions of growing up while these other characters are already adults. So that comment can be taken in so many ways, and yet people are taking it as though he's stating that Shazam the movie is not going to be in the DC Cinematic Universe. And the other thing people are running with is the fact that New Line Cinema's president was the one making the comments, and now people are like, oh, so if New Line's producing the movie, that means it's not part of the DC Cinematic Universe because it's not attached to the WB. For those who don't know, WB owns New Line Cinema. If you go to Warner Brothers' official website and you look at any New Line movie that has came out recently and are coming out in the future, they are listed on Warner Brothers' website. It's there featured as upcoming movies or movies now in theaters. So for people to say that because it's going to be under New Line, that means it's not going to be attached to the Warner Brothers, and the whole no joke policy, which people are still running with, is not going to be applied to this because it's under New Line, it's not directly under Warner Brothers. It just baffles me that people are so hard pressed to take any remote thing they can possibly take in relation to the DC Cinematic Universe and just run with it as something negative against the DC Cinematic Universe, just from like little quotes and the fact that New Line is producing Shazam, which is nothing unheard of. A lot of Warner Brothers movies are produced by different companies. If you go through every single movie that has came out of Warner Brothers in the recent years, maybe even the past 10 years, you will see that Warner Brothers doesn't always produce them directly. This is why Warner Brothers has such a huge roster of movies every year. They come out with like 20 movies a year, and it's because of they do those partnerships with side companies that, you know, helps them out to produce their movies. And the difference between that and New Line is that, again, Warner Brothers owns New Line. Now, the other thing that people have been commenting on a lot, it's more of confusion, not so much that it's a negative, is that Dwayne Johnson, when he tweeted about the fact that he was Black Adam, he hashtagged anti-hero. And people were like, what does he mean by anti-hero? Black Adam isn't an anti-hero, he's a villain. And then I realized a lot of people that were saying this were then admitting to the fact that they don't really know anything about Shazam or Black Adam. And I was like, okay, that's why they're saying that. But the fact is, a lot of people have been saying that. So because people have been saying that a lot, I'm going to explain something. This graphic novel here, Shazam, Volume 1, New 52. If you want to know about the origins of Shazam and Black Adam, pick up this graphic novel and you will learn everything you need to know about them and their origin story and why Black Adam is an anti-hero. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys as to why that is. Just pick this up and read it and you will learn about it. And you will love it, because I personally love this graphic novel. I already read it twice. It's wonderful, and it will make you fall in love with Shazam, and it will make you fall in love with Black Adam. Maybe not fall in love with him, but you will appreciate him as an anti-hero slash villain slash maybe good guy, possibly. But yes, read this. So overall, that is my thoughts on Dwayne Johnson officially announcing that he's Black Adam, and my thoughts on the negativity that people have chosen to throw towards this news, towards the president of New Line, and his comments about how the Shazam movie is going to be like, and my thoughts on the anti-hero comments of people saying Black Adam isn't an anti-hero, he's a villain. Again, New 52, Shazam, Volume 1. If you want to learn about who Shazam is and Black Adam, it's a great read. I promise you, I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it. So now I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this news. What do you think about Dwayne Johnson being cast as Black Adam? What do you think about just overall the negativity that's being thrown towards this already? And yeah, just basically just let me know how you guys feel towards this. So that is my thoughts on that. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hey guys, so the big thing that came out last week that I wasn't going to talk about because I felt like it wasn't necessary, but it's been a couple of days and this thing keeps being brought up, so I felt like I need to make a video just to get my thoughts out there, and that is towards the no-joke policy that supposedly WB has put in place for the DC Cinematic Universe. This news is coming from a website called hitfix.com, and it's coming from this guy named Drew, and Drew in the past has been right.